People spend about a third of their lifetime in bed. What I usually tell my clients is standing should be your sleeping posture. What that means is that I want your four curves of your spine to be completely neutral. If you have restrictions in your back, take a note of them, understand them, free yourselves of them. If you're sitting for 8 hours a day, you might have tight hip flexors. Instead of sleeping with pillows under your knees, you should probably release that muscle tension. If you have rounded shoulders, instead of putting pillows under your arms, do some pec stretches. Do a Brugger's exercise. Strengthen your mid-back. Try to avoid things like putting 2 or 3 pillows under your neck. Again, we want to have neutral spine. If you must use something, here are a couple examples that can help you alleviate some pain while you're sleeping. If you have tight hip flexors, you are probably alleviating some of the pressure like this. While this is taking pressure off of your low back, it's fixating your right leg into external rotation. This causes unnecessary pressure in the hip joint. The fix for this is putting a pillow under both your knees. Instead, you only need to put a pillow under one of your knees. The psoas connects from your low back and splits into two. Putting one knee up will alleviate the pressure of your low back. If you find yourself having rounded shoulders, you probably fall asleep with a hand behind your neck. Instead, try putting a pillow under your shoulder. If you have tight hip flexors and have rounded shoulders, try putting a pillow under your knee and a pillow under your shoulder. If you have anterior head carriage, don't sleep with 3 pillows. Try your best to avoid using more than one pillow. Always avoid too much flexion. If you want more support, you can roll up a small towel and put it behind your neck. This also works if you're a side sleeper. And to avoid putting a lot of pressure on our shoulders, you can get another pillow and prop it under the other pillow. Now you can avoid waking up with a numb arm. But you want to alleviate some of the pressure in your pelvis. Now's the time to put a small pillow between your legs. This is what I absolutely do not recommend. Sleeping on your stomach is going to put pressure on our low back, and it's going to fixate your neck into one position. If you absolutely must sleep on your stomach, at the very least, take some pressure off your low back by putting a pillow under your abdomen. This is the optimal sleeping position. I always tell my clients that your sleeping position should mimic your standing position. Neutral spine. Again, we don't want flexion, we don't want too much extension. When we're sleeping on our side, we don't want too much lateral flexion on either side. And we definitely don't want to be sleeping on our stomachs. Remember, I'm not endorsing putting pillows under your knees or under your shoulders. We should address these tightnesses and really understand our restrictions. Sleeping straight might take a while to get used to, but this is what I recommend. I'm not endorsing putting pillows under your knees or under your shoulders. What I am saying is understand your restrictions and work on a program on alleviating these pressures. But I understand that some of you might be working on these things but still feel uncomfortable. So during these times, implement some of the techniques that we went over today. If you're looking for more neck support, here are some specialty pillows that exist. Each pillow has some unique features that we will go over. There are definitely other options out there, but we just want to show you a few options to give you some ideas for what you could look for. I don't endorse any of these, but they are interesting and might be able to help certain people. The first pillow on our list is similar to the one that I actually use between my knees. This is great for side sleeping to keep your legs close to the distance that they would be from each other while standing, which helps us keep what we want when we sleep, neutral spine. The first pillow that we're looking at has a groove that doesn't fit your head forward too far and fits behind your neck. If you turn to the side, there's a little bit of space for your shoulder to go under the pillow, and it is higher on the sides to compensate for the height that you gain between your head and the bed when you turn on your side. This next pillow is nice because it supports your neck and dips in the middle so that your head isn't too propped up. The other side of the pillow is larger and is supposed to be used when you turn on your side to keep neutral spine when your head has more distance from the bed. This next pillow has a pit in the middle of it so that the back of your head isn't propping your head and neck forward too much. Like the other pillows, it has a groove to support your neck. This last pillow might make a better travel pillow because of its size. It gives neck support, dips down so that your head isn't too propped up, has tall sides to discourage rolling over to your side, and is small enough to pack and bring with you.